We are the ex-employees of the Vienna Waterfront, and we want to expose the illegal activities that occurred in our trust. In 2006, Transnet sold the Vienna Waterfront to a consortium of national and international businesses, and as part of the sale agreement gave the black employees 2% share in the company. This 2% share to be placed in a trust fund for the black employees, as this was for their social and economic empowerment. Later, the new owners of the Vienna Waterfront communicated to the black staff that they would first register the company's trading name and soon thereafter would issue share certificates. In 2006, the company registered the name Lexel 44 General Trading. But from 2006 till early 2009, the company evaded the questions from the black employees as to when the trust would be registered, as well as when they will receive the share certificates. In April 2009, the company handed out share certificates to the beneficiaries, but informed them that the company have decided that they are going to outsource their services, and the majority of black employees were retrenched. The company also later communicated that the trust has currently no funds in. The trust will only accumulate money in the account when the company is sold or when the trust vests after 5 years. They also informed the beneficiaries that they cannot use their share certificates to get a loan or transfer the share certificates in somebody else's name. In early 2011, the news broke that the waterfront was sold again, and this time to Pick and Grosse Pointe. In April 2011, the company held a meeting for the beneficiaries, and in the meeting the beneficiaries was informed that the payouts would be much lesser, as this was due to the fact that the company was sold and not the payout was triggered by the vesting of the trust. Upon hearing this information, the beneficiaries requested an audit to be done. Weeks after the audit was requested, the feedback came back through a letter that the company has decided to pay out the funds of the beneficiaries, as 2 trustees signed off on the outcome of the audit report. The beneficiaries became suspicious upon hearing that the audit report from Deloitte was done so quickly. They then decided to consult attorneys with knowledge referral the trust and how a trust should operate. In the consultation with the beneficiaries, the attorneys revealed they lacked documents referral the trust that include the trust deed, financials, and audit reports. The attorneys also mentioned that they noticed that the beneficiaries are still in possession of their share certificates. In light of that fact, the attorneys said that they are suspicious because why, in cases like this, when shares are paid out, beneficiaries should hand over or hand in the share certificates. But in light that the beneficiaries are still in possession of the share certificates, they suspect that the beneficiaries were not paid shares, but advise the beneficiaries to go to the company and get all documents that belong to the trust in order to conclude what really occurred. But according to what they see now, it is clear that maladministration, misconduct, and fraud occurred. Upon hearing this information, the beneficiaries approached the company and requested all documents of the trust. That include the trust deed, financials, bank account of the trust, as well as all other documents relating to the trust. The beneficiaries also approached a trustee and requested all the documents of the trust that he have in his possession. Upon seeing the documents of the trustee, they found that there is minutes of trust board meetings, a trust deed, as well as a contract in his possession. Reading through the contract, it revealed that the trust have a savings account, and the trustees signed a document in 2010 stating that they will amend the trust deed from time to time, as well as the trust will not be dissolved. Upon reading the trust deed received from the trustee, it revealed that GMG is not the actual company that is monitoring or handling the affairs of the trust. It revealed that Sentinel International Trust Corporation are actually a trustee of the trust board, and they are the company operating the affairs of the trust. It also revealed that there is 2 schemes in the trust. Going through the trust deed received from the company, it reveals that GMG are the company that are operating the affairs of the trust. In light of this conflicting information, this is clear that the company drafted these 2 different documents with prejudice, and this is clear that the company had ulterior motives with the trust. Reading through the audit report of Deloitte, it revealed that the report should not be used as a finding. It stated that the report were done not according to international standards, and the company did not submit all the financial statements. It did submit all statements, but not the full holding company's statement. The report also noted that the trust financial statements were absent when the findings were done. The findings also stated that the calculations done would differ, and thus the report should not be used. In light of this new information, it is clear that the company knowingly used a fraudulent document to pay out the beneficiary shares. And in light of the audit report that were done so quickly, the beneficiaries was misled into understanding that the audit report were done according to international standards. In light of this new information, the referral, the audit report, as well as the 2 different trust deeds, the beneficiaries approached the Master of the High Court to investigate the affairs of the trust. The Master of the High Court then sent letters out to the trustees of the trust board, as well as a letter to the company. The only people that responded was the audit firm that were noted down as a trust audit firm, as well as the chairman of the trust board. It was revealed that the audit firm noted down at the master's office that will be handling the affairs of the trust was KPMG. KPMG later responded that they don't have any documentation of this trust at the offices. The chairman also later responded with information and documentation. Going through his documents, there was one financial statement that revealed 101 shares were pledged to New Shelf 904 Ltd Pty. Upon reading this information, the company's name were unfamiliar to the beneficiaries. In looking up the information referral this company, it became clear that this company is a shell corporation. It was registered in 2007 and it is a private body. This company belonged to the V&A Waterfront, and this company's sole purpose is investment stocks, managing the trust, as well as acquire assets for the V&A Waterfront. Going through the manual of this company, it revealed it has no employees other than the information officer, as well as 3 managers that is heading this private body. These 3 managers, upon looking up the information, it was noted that they are not working for the Waterfront, but at that time they were senior executives at Government Pension Fund, Peak and Growth Point. This information dumbfounded the beneficiaries, as this was a total shock that really made them understood the level of corruption, fraud, misconduct, and theft of funds that occurred in the trust. It reveals that the company outdone itself in hiding all the evidence relating to the trust from the beneficiaries. That's why the company never gave a copy of the trust deed to the beneficiaries or financial statements. In a retrospect, the company drafted all documents prejudiced against the beneficiaries in order to get all the access to their shares. The company knowingly misled the beneficiaries in understanding what the trust affairs was. The beneficiaries then came to the realization, upon finding out all this information from the trust deeds to the auditor reports, that it is clear that the company is hiding more evidence relating to the trust. They then approached an attorney to represent them in a meeting with the V&A Waterfront. In the meeting, the beneficiaries requested the sale agreement of 2006 as well as 2011 of the V&A Waterfront. They also requested the financials of the trust and all other documents relating to the trust. 2 months later, the company sent a letter to the attorneys. In this letter, they claim they have unsigned financial statements of the trust dating back 2011 to 2016. They also stated, due to the Privacy Act, they can't disclose the sale agreement of 2006 as well as 2011. In this letter, it also states that the company was not sold for 9.7 billion, but actually for 12 billion. This evidence found and given are not everything. We are sure all the crimes committed will not be listed in this video or in this voice clip, but the fierce apprehension and the excuses that were given by the company's Lexshell, 44 General Trading, Transnet, Peak and Growth Point just shows that there are so much more criminal offences that they committed in the past. We, the beneficiaries of the Trust WAV44 Share Trust, want all the stolen trust funds, money that were taken by this company illegally returned to us. We will not stop by exposing the information that we found on how this companies defrauded SARS and stolen funds that don't belong to them, as well as using poor black people's trust fund to commit various crimes. We want to quote the word of the Lord that states, "The truth will be revealed in the light very soon."